It's time to move beyond Bitcoin and meme coins into real-world assets that exhibit fundamental utility. We'll continue to work with regulators and bring the entire Robinhood ecosystem on-chain, starting with tokenized assets like stocks, perpetual futures, DeFi, of course, spot crypto trading. And from there, we're planning to open the doors much wider. Well, I think there's two ways to view crypto. One is as a tradable asset like stocks, options, and futures. The other as a fundamental technology that I believe is going to underpin the entire financial services industry in a few years' time. And I think this latter vision is more interesting. And what we've demonstrated here is the capability to put real-world assets on a blockchain, make them tradable, just like the cryptos you mentioned, Bitcoin and Ethereum, and leveraging all the benefits of blockchain technology. So from a practical standpoint, these are stock tokens of public companies like NVIDIA and Amazon and many others that are going to be available in Europe. And we also demonstrated the ability to tokenize private companies. So we gave away OpenAI and SpaceX private company stock tokens to our customers as well. And I think it's quite amazing. Sure. And I believe it will make it easier to invest in American companies if you're outside the world. It will also bring the markets into 24/7 and fully on-chain and get all the benefits that crypto technology levies on these traditional assets. So I think it's time to move beyond Bitcoin and meme coins into real-world assets that exhibit fundamental utility.
First, we're a digital-only company, so we need to use technology to provide all of these services to you. We want you to have the ability to pay anybody, anywhere, any way that you want. And so one of the products we're launching, international payments, will allow you to use US dollars to pay someone in a foreign country in their local fiat currency. That dollar will be transferred into Bitcoin, transmitted over the blockchain, and then at the destination converted back into fiat currency. Today, the remittance market or international market is close to $100 billion from the US. We think we can provide a service that's faster, cheaper, more accessible, and most importantly, very secure. In addition to that, we know our members want to invest in cryptocurrency. We used to offer the product, but we didn't take past as the future. So we went out and asked our members, and 60% of our members would like to have cryptocurrency offered from someone like SoFi that is a nationally licensed bank. And that is a big change. In the past, banks couldn't offer buying and selling cryptocurrency, but they can now. And so our bank license is now useful, not just to take deposits that are insured and lend them, but to actually provide a very safe and reliable way to buy and sell cryptocurrency.
Kuiper, which is our low Earth orbit satellite that we're building, remember there's 400 to 500 million households around the world who don't have broadband connectivity. So they don't get to do business online or entertainment or shopping or education. And so we're building this network so they actually have that connectivity, and it's going to completely change what's possible for them. Again, it's a really significant upfront capital investment, but it has a lot of the same types of financial characteristics as AWS has, which is its high capital intensity, but it has really good return on invested capital. We believe that's going to be great for customers and great for first of all, I don't think that you need a robot to be able to cut it down. I think with what we're doing with Primaire, which is our drones project, which we've made so much progress on the last couple of years, I actually believe we'll be able to get items to people inside of an hour, and maybe even as quickly as 30 minutes. I do believe over time, as we continue to expand the use of robotics in our fulfillment network, that we will have robots who will help do delivery and transportation for us.
Going to a different economy. And we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of a huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we could have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Chinese bank ICBC has been hit by a ransomware attack, and the U.S. Treasury market, as a result of that, has been disrupted. This, according to the Financial Times. We're getting it more right now with Bloomberg's Shonali Bassick. Shonali, what do we know?
Listen, we have the Financial Times now reporting that ICBC, one of China's largest banks here, was hit with a ransomware attack. And remember, they're a very significant intermediary in the Treasury market. The SIFMA has told its members that this has been part of the reason here that the system is kind of clogged up, if you will, during that auction that we saw a little bit before. The attack had prevented ICBC, according to the Financial Times, from settling Treasury trades on behalf of other market participants. A large executive at a major bank also telling the paper that such a large party on the fixed income clearing corp creates major concerns, potentially impacting the liquidity of Treasury markets.
Now, it was not just a poor auction. It was absolutely lousy, and when the dealers have to step in to save a treasury auction, that's a rare occurrence. And
welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the NWO book and the Crypto Teacher book. The NWO book shows you how the world really works, and especially in the times that we're in right now, it's definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep. And in 2025, the NWO is going to turn on that alarm clock. It's up to you whether you wake up or not, whether you're going to hit that snooze button. Remember, my people perish from the lack of knowledge because they reject it. And guys, we're going to see stablecoin regulation, which is the foundation of this new digital economy. And it sets up down the road 2028, 2029 for that free money. And I told you that we would get a first quarter pullback, and that's what happened. And then also I told you that tariffs would get stepped up, and that's what happened. Layoffs would pick up. That's what happened. So the Crypto Teacher gives you a warning like Noah and Gilgamesh, whichever one you want to call it. but we will get some type of reset this year. Most likely, stablecoins are the catalyst. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. But we have trillions of dollars sitting on the sideline in money market accounts. And then plus, we know the Fed is going to cut rates. Not a lot this year, but they're definitely going to cut rates. So I see us getting a correction and then moving back up. And then we have the two powerhouses, China and the U.S., will step up these tariffs on each other. And of course, guys, that's going to hit certain parts of the market. But then we also have the hacks. We have the Birdman. We have the drums are beaten and more movies to come, as we can see. And inflation is going to stay sticky and layoffs are going to step up while they move in all this automation. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And right now we have Bitcoin and crypto slightly pulling back. Also, we have stocks overall slightly pulling back. Now, we had the Robinhood CEO on plan to tokenize everything. And that is a wonderful title. I went over Robinhood yesterday, but guys, we know the plan. Tokenize everything, put it on blockchain. And as we see, they're allowing the private sector to push tokenization. We already know the technology works. We know the bank man not only had tokenized stocks, but he had put this $1 trillion derivatives market on blockchain, ran by an algorithm without a human involved. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Guys, don't forget, this is a plan. It moves in phases. Now, make sure you're paying attention to the actual indicators. We have yield rates slightly up, but well off the highs. We know yield rates are going to creep back up. Like I told you guys, by them manipulating that long end, it allows markets to move up. Markets had its fastest recovery due to manipulation, and we can clearly see it. If you know what you're looking at, you know why the markets are moving. Then we had the dollar is down once again big. Guys, we know this dollar is going to continue on getting weaker over time. Remember, Trump has to devalue this dollar, which devalues the debt to get us over to this level playing field and the new digital economy. And then we have volume in crypto. We have Tether and USDC. And we have Circle applied for U.S. National Trust Bank license. And again, Circle wants to be a fintech bank. And again, we see the private sector doing the work for the central banks. And we have World Liberty Financial Stablecoin USD1 has passed up USDC in 24-hour volume for the first time. And we see Trump, friends, and family are pushing this new digital economy. The President of the United States is trying to let you know a new economy is on its way. Now we have Tether and Zanzibar e-government authority signs MOU to advance digital asset education and blockchain adoption. And it doesn't matter what country you go to, they all have a plan for this new digital economy. And we know these stable coins are the foundation of the fourth industrial revolution. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, they're just dollars on blockchain, but with smart contracts, they're going to be programmable, being able to tell you what, where, and when, and how to buy. And you have 3 to 6 months to spend it, or poof, it's gone. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And then, guys, we have the Fed repo at $460 billion yesterday. And guys, make sure you pull it on a daily basis during the week. but you're almost talking about an extra $200 billion to manipulate markets. Remember, yesterday you had quarterly options expire, which would have pulled the market back in a big way. So you throw $200 billion at it. Guys, you can't make this stuff up. But the reason why they're able to get away with this, because if you ask the average person, what is a repo? When it comes to the Fed, they're going to tell you it's about repossession. The masses have no clue when it comes to finances, so they definitely won't be able to tell you how anything works. And even if you ask them who was Jerome Powell, they can't tell you that either. This society has been dumbed down so bad, it's absolutely ridiculous. But now, since we're moving over to a completely digital fake system, now they have no problem with educating the masses. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And then, guys, we know the Fed wants to keep rates high for longer in order to destroy this legacy market so Trump can build this fourth industrial revolution. And we have Trump and Jerome Powell playing the Hegelian dialectic. Trump is saying, hey, lower interest rates, inflation is down. Jerome Powell is saying, if it wasn't for tariffs, I would be lowering interest rates. So remember, guys, this is a plan. It moves in phases. The reason why we have these tariffs here, because the machines are about to take over. And then, of course, with universal basic income, the people can sit at home and do nothing. Go into the virtual world. I know it sounds like a movie, but remember, your life is an illusion and TV is your reality. But when it comes to the Fed and Trump, we know we have to refinance towards the end of the year close to $10 trillion. So they're definitely going to be cutting rates. Whether it's 25 or 100 basis points, rates are definitely going to come down. And then we also know by that time, the labor market would have gotten weaker. And then we have the Trump spending bill, which will give us a shot in the arm, plus the stablecoin bill, if it gets passed this year, is going to give a shot in the arm. And with stablecoins, they can mint trillions out of thin air. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have the Bitcoin, Ethereum, spot ETFs, BlackRock, Fidelity, and Grayscale. Bitcoin, Ethereum, spot ETFs right now are slightly down. Now we have Bitcoin ETF inflow streak hits 15 days. Guys, what I tell you, make sure you're paying attention to the inflows and the outflows. Now, getting over into a little crypto news. We have BitGet and MasterCard partner on crypto cards, letting users pay directly from their digital wallets. And guys, we know MasterCard and Visa are not going anywhere. They're just implementing the technology. Remember, Bitcoin and crypto was supposed to get rid of the big banks. But if you look at the funding rounds of these crypto projects, big banks and big corporations were funding crypto from the beginning. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have Deutsche Bank will launch a crypto custody service in 2026. Also, we have Germany's largest bank group, Sparkassen, will launch crypto trading for retail clients by summer of 2026. And now when we're hearing from governments, big banks, big corporations, their timeline is either 2026 or 2028. It's not 5 years, it's not 10 years, it's not 15, it's not 20. It's right around the corner. And that's the reason why you want to educate yourself, friends, and family to get this sales ready. And I know you tell me all the time they're not listening, but fine. Just make sure that you're getting yourself ready, because you don't want to fall on the wrong side of history. And remember, the crypto teacher tells you. And then lastly, we have Global Dollar Network expands with EU launch of USDG stablecoin by Paxos with backing from Robinhood, Kraken, Anchorage Digital, Bullish, and Galaxy Digital. And guys, we know when it comes to these big banks and big corporations, no such thing as competition. They're working together to move this fourth industrial revolution forward, because they're all going to get paid. They're all going to be rewarded. And big money never competes. They work together. It only makes sense. But again, the private sector are pushing these stablecoins, which these stablecoin issuers are buying treasuries and keeping these central banks in control of the money supply. And I care not who makes the laws if I control the money supply. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books. Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get on stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know, I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID-33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.